there are no excuses.
There are no excuses.
They stop shifting blame.
You know why? Because when we looked thoroughly, when we were like, yo, we need to bring back the podcast.
Yeah.
And we really looked into the intricate details of why everything's like, we're like, really? We just
didn't really give. We
could have.
We believe what people say more than what God says, sir.
There's a difference between being comfortable and being stable.
Yeah.
So people confuse that.
Two things you need to be careful of. Number one is the pressure. The pressure that's gonna push against your vision, and then there's pleasure as well. Pleasure, the influence that will bring you into mistakes.
Trust in your plans, trust in your process.
Welcome again to that podcast. I don't know why I say it again, but welcome back.
Welcome back, everybody.
Yes, welcome back, everybody. It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while, and God's mercies has been surely with us.
Yeah,
and His grace constant by our side.
Yeah, both.
And it has brought us to this
place again.
Moment where we back together again. Yeah,
because like we promised when we posted that we coming back, so we are fulfilling our promise.
Yeah.
We're back at the same spot. Now it's Bistro, as Bed by the Bistro, sorry.
It's the Bad Bistro.
The Bad Bistro. It's no longer Bed by the Harbor. It's Bad Bistro. It's changed name, but
change
still
ownership,
but still same vibes.
Same place, same beauty, same type of meals, but they said it's better. We're still gonna
there's some tweaking changes in their menus, in the environment, the setup and everything. Yeah, but it's still the same super vibe.
Yeah, it's amazing vibe. The stage is still available for hiring,
for events and stuff.
For
like
events and all that.
Yeah.
How's
life been though?
No, life has been good, sir. You've been with me, so.
No, I've been.
But for everybody else, there, life has been good. You know, God is just merciful. You know.
Yeah.
He's taking us stages by stages and helping us through all the moments. You know, we've had a really long break for us as
hiatus
as third base, and it's not just because we didn't want to get to it, but we do take the responsibility anyways. We didn't try hard enough, but there were valid reasons to why not. We had the church conventions, we had the youth convention, we had the women convention.
There was a lot going on. Good stuff, not like saying that.
No. It wasn't anything like completely negative. But it was just enough reason to not, come out and record. But
it's not an excuse though.
No, then that's what I'm trying to say now. It brings us to actually our topic for today. Like there are no excuses.
There are no excuses.
They stop shifting blame.
You know why? Because when we looked thoroughly, when we were like, yo, we need to bring back the podcast.
Yeah.
And we really looked into the intricate details of why everything's like, we're like, really? We just
didn't really give.
We could have, Then you realize how many things have we put excuses in our own lives or in
our personal space, in our businesses, in our careers,
in our spiritual lives.
Spiritually, everybody always gives excuses spiritually
every time.
And I know people are gonna be like, because he's a pastor, he's gonna want to hit that. No, but that's the reality of things. Because now we always give excuses for everything, and we try and not put in the effort when it's required, or maybe it feels better not to even try. But there is no excuse.
Excuses may give us that comfortable edge that I didn't do it because I came late because I didn't because it makes you settle in that comfort zone. But there's no excuse for anything.
There's no excuse. So whatever it is that maybe you're supposed to be doing or supposed to be pursuing or supposed to be planting or implementing and that you haven't, it's really largely to the point that you just didn't want to do it hard enough.
You didn't want to pay the price too, because
you let things discourage you in actually doing that thing. Because you have to fight past all those things. You have to push past all the pushback and all the discouragements and all the delays. You know, because the journey is not promised to be easy, sir.
Never.
It's never promised to be easy. However, the journey is promised that you do have a destination to reach.
I think there's a difference though, sir, because there's a difference between being comfortable and being stable.
Yeah.
So people confuse that. For example, let's say financially. People want to be financially free and they chill. They don't want to work.
Yeah.
That's a difference.
Yeah.
Usually, most of the time, we'll always be put in a place where you are stable, where your bills are not really like things are paid.
Yeah. Yes,
you're not really stressed and everything, but you are very stable to do a little bit. It's different when you're financially strained.
Yeah.
People want to be super wealthy and say, nah, relax and chill, which is not a bad thing. But most of the time when you get to that place, you become very comfortable and it's a very dangerous place.
It is a dangerous place.
When you're comfortable, because now anything can happen because you've put your guard down. But when there's a place where you reach where you're supposed to be stable with, okay, you're wrestling to maintain this and that, but it's a good space to be.
Yeah.
And in that space, and that's where I'm saying, circle back to that. People always give excuse, oh, I can't do this and do this. But no, what you're looking for is actually to be you're looking for stability. Say, okay, I'm trying to balance this, because you can never be in a place where it's a straight line.
It's a straight line.
It's always this you know how the kids be saying this day 6 7.
I think I saw that thing 6 7. I didn't even know what it meant.
There's a whole thing. We won't go into that.
Yeah.
So it's always like you're trying to balance the two, trying to see, because when you get to a place where everything's a straight line, it's a very, 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 very bad place to be. So in the moment of finding stability, that's where people come with excuses. Oh no, I have my new job is training me, so I can't do this thing. But you realize if you only stick to the income of your job, you're going to be financially strained. But if you do the side hustle, that's going to take more power, more energy, and make you uncomfortable, you will have a kind of like a stability.
You will be stable. And you know, we need to also shy away from this thing about being comfortable. You have to be uncomfortable, sir. I feel like that's how we actually get things done in our uncomfortable
spaces.
You get, we have to push ourselves, because if it's comfortable for you, if it's the easier decision to make, then it's not really that productive for you.
It's not good for you.
It's not going to take you that far. You get, but like that thing that when you see it and it makes you uncomfortable.
Yes.
And this is not like the negative uncomfortable. We're not talking about the what do they call it, superhero villain or whatever. No, but we talk about, you know, getting things done.
Yes.
Pushing yourself beyond the limits, pursuing things.
And we live in a generation that just wants to create comfort.
Yeah, they're so big on comfort. They're so big, you know, because I was even studying the difference between contentment and complacence. Those two words, they represent the same thing: comfort and relaxation and being content in whatever you are doing. But the complacent part now becomes that you don't progress, you don't grow.
Like, even if it's bad, you're like, it's fine.
Yeah. You're just comfortable. You just don't make the effort anymore
to change or to improve.
You don't improve. You become complacent. But in contentment, you rather you accept the conditions. You accept what you're working with, and then but you try and find a way better. You work harder. If it took you 2 days to do something before, you put 5 days into it to make it happen now. You know, you content. You're not greedy. You don't want more, because it's just
you don't do things that are way past the moral line.
You don't cross the moral line
just
when you're contentment.
No.
There's remember, that's a very good point you just brought up. There's a moral line there. There's a moral line, and that's where our generation now is missing it. They cross the moral line. So when they've crossed the moral line, then they realize, hey, there's no going back now.
I might as well go full in, and by the time you realize you're really way too deep.
You're way too deep. Now you become another thing. You're doing other things. You're selling other things. Now.
You're like, okay, bro, you're too deep. And you know that what the thing with our generation now is because of the comfortable thing that's making us to create all these funny excuses is now. Sometimes it doesn't like necessarily that we are creating excuses, but for example, this week we were talking about this buzz of the AI stuff or in the music and everything. it's now so easy to get music done and everything. And I was looking at this tool that I was using. I could just be there punching, prompting it, just make a song about a good day. Write a song about
a good day. Give you the beats as well.
Give you the beats and everything.
Even the musician that
but it's different for me to write the music about a good day, then give the AI to make it better. That's two different methods of using the same tool. So I could be comfortable and say, oh, this tool will do everything for me. And I don't have to literally do anything. I mean, like, it will do the work. But it's a very uncomfortable place where you're like, I have to write this song, and it's making us
sometimes you don't even feel like it.
It's putting us in comfortable mode, in default mode, without even realizing because of the technologies that we have.
The technology, it's actually for our benefit, but when you realize how people actually misuse it, it's actually becoming for our downfall in a way, because now people are not becoming smarter.
Now this is where someone will be like, okay, you have an appointment, you're like, I don't have money for an Uber, so because I won't go, I walk again. But that's for you to get that thing, you have to go from point A to point B. Whether you walk, take a bus, take a taxi,
whatever means to get there,
you have to get there. But because of the technology, you be like, I don't have money for Uber, because Uber, what does it do? You just press a little button there, car comes to your door, you enter, you drop to the next point, but you're now thinking, the whole process of going, nah, fam, I'm not going.
You're reminding me of a lady that needed help, and she was like, I need pastor to pray for me. So we're like, okay, good, that's very good, but just come to church, you get. So now the problem was, she said, I don't have money for Uber to come to church. I couldn't believe my ears. I was like, I don't understand. Do you need the help or do you not need the help? Do you need the prayer or you don't? And he was like, no, I do, but like, I don't have the money for Uber. I'm like, so how much is your Uber? So okay, I'm like, okay.
And I bet you it was like a distance where she can actually walk.
It was like, 2 kilometers. Let's just say 2 kilometers. It's not far.
It's not far.
It's not far.
For 2 someone kilometers, who needs help.
It's not far. 2 kilometers is not far to walk. It's even less than that. Devonport, how many kilometers is Devonport to church?
I think it's 2, 3.
Yeah, it should be 2.
Yeah, 2.
So that's the distance to get to the place. And she's like, no, I don't have an Uber, blah, 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 blah. She's not sick, like dying sick. She just needs prayers for something.
For something that's...
she don't money for Uber. And she really didn't come. And I'm like, I don't understand. So you thought someone else was going to request for you, or what was going to happen?
What's going to happen?
Because you needed the help.
Because you're the one who needed it.
And this is how we even treat other things and businesses.
Excuses.
And we just give excuse and be like, but I don't have this, so then I can't do this. And then you look at your current situation, your family you come from, and then you give excuses by that. Like, I wasn't born with a silver spoon. I wasn't born with the opportunities. You make opportunities for yourself, sir. You create those platforms that you want. And help others to actually get what they need as well. You get, but now we just so comfortable in the space of let's all be okay with who we are, and we don't need to try too hard. And
there's also an excuse for everything. And it reminds me, this is what I'm always teaching the guys within the Living Water Collectives, because I learned through when we were doing CBB that use what you have to get what you want.
That's right. Because
we didn't have everything, but we maximized the little that we had. It's like now we were recording our podcast. We could want 3 cameras. You in a different angle, me in a different angle, another
take me from the best shots.
Blah blah blah. But we're like, bro, we use what we got to do what we got. We're gonna get there.
We're building to that moment. We're building to that target.
We are content, like what you said, with what we have. But we're not saying we can stop here. We can get more.
We're working towards more and better.
But we won't stop. But we'll use what we have to produce the best out of what we have. To get to the next level. So it's all about using what you have to get to the next level. It's not about waiting to get the big thing. You might say, I'll start a business when I have a capital.
When I have capital, what?
But you'll be talking to that person. That person doesn't even have a business plan. Doesn't have
business
research.
Idea.
It doesn't have all these things, so that if the money is to come to their hands, they can't even
they're
accomplish
gonna waste
anything.
They won't even do what they're saying they want to do. They will end up doing other things, because now the money will just flow into other directions and other things,
because there's no direction. They didn't take time to a business plan doesn't need money for you to create a business plan. Research, finding on your marketing and everything.
The targets, the niche.
You don't need money for that. And even worse these days, we have tools like ChatGPT. You can spend the whole day researching and everything,
creating those
whatever they
that
want.
you need.
But still, people will still create excuses for something. At least find yourself some. There was a post I saw. I think it was Natalie who posted that you will only realize that the water parted when Moses started walking into the sea.
No,
not that the sea parted.
It wasn't. But as soon as he approached it and he carried the staff, then the thing parted.
When they were like, maybe water is in the on your feet
at his feet, then
walking there in the water. Not that they just stood there. The thing went.
Yeah, because even that's the same thing that happened with Joshua and the priest. And when they were carrying the ark, as soon as they entered the water, then the water parted.
And we're always waiting for the water to part.
Yeah, that's the problem we actually have in this generation. We're waiting for the water to part, but just walk in, and then the thing will happen on its own. You get. This is what we need to actually instill in everyone, and this is what we're fighting for now in this generation. And we're closing the year off, and we're beginning a new year. So you don't want to close this year and not have anything for next year.
Definitely.
You get. So you're already closing this year. By the way, personally, I still believe things can happen within these remaining months
God
or
doesn't
days
really need
of the year.
time to do what He wants to do in your life.
You just have to make up your mind. You can even start something today, sir.
Yeah.
And then carry it over to next year to make it even better. Explode.
This is the month when I was saying that when we were talking about this before we started recording, I was like, okay, fine, you had excuses, you're good. But one thing you need to do now, you need to evaluate. That, okay, I had excuse number 1, 2, 3, 4.
Why I didn't do A? Why I didn't do B? It was because of this and this and
cool,
that.
We understand. But now look into those excuses and say, how can I go around the excuse or through or above or below the excuse?
How can I avoid being in the same position again?
Next year, same time. So that you can have a different
results. Yeah, that's true.
You know what? It reminds me of the movie A Million Miles Away. I think everybody should watch this movie. It's about, I don't know if you watch it. It's about this Mexican guy, comes from Mexico, goes to America, and he wants to be an astronaut. Basically, he wants to go to the moon. And so he was a sharp person. He studied all these things to do with astronomy and what. And every time he applied to NASA for the moon program, his application got denied like 100 times.
What?
Until his wife was like, he did everything, moved places moved his job, even wanted to go closer to the NASA station, blah 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 blah. And then the wife said, okay, why don't you study the applications that have been accepted? What did they? Then you go against yours to understand why you're being denied your own. And then the guy went and took as many applicants that has been accepted, and he realized what they were doing that he was not doing. And then he realized, okay, I have to do this.
Yeah.
So he started moving all the excuses that have been in his way. For example, he was not healthy enough. He started going to the gym, taking jogs, blah, 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 his breath control and everything, learning this, learning that, learning this, learning that. And still he got denied. And still kept on reiterating,
keep touching there and there.
Until one day he got accepted. Because now he had perfected it to the exact point. I think he was the first Mexican guy to go to space. I don't know which year it was, because it was actually based on a true story. So it just teaches us, sometimes you might have so many excuses about so many things, but find out why those excuses exist. Maybe you need to just change. Maybe it's the environment. Maybe it's your friends. Maybe it's you just need to have more prayer time.
Personal space, and maybe just plan harder.
Yes.
Maybe just maybe it's not even the plan or the idea you have. It's good. It's perfect. It's just timing.
The timing. Maybe you it's in the wrong. You're trusting the wrong people,
in the wrong friendships or
maybe you need to save more money this time. You need to spend less. There's something that you just need to see around your life that you need to change.
Tweak it, and then things will begin to work perfectly. Yeah. So, but it's also important that I like that idea of, don't look at the rejection.
Yeah.
Don't look at the discouragements. Yeah, if you want something and you really want it, I suggest you go for it, as long as it's not immoral or incorrect in any way.
What they say, good before what? Before man and God.
Yeah, good before God and man. If it's good before God and man, then go for it. If it's something that will make your life better, your family better, then do it. And no matter how many times you get rejected, even the best of authors, the best of artists, the best of
anything,
creatives have been rejected. So
anything that you see now,
discouraged.
It's been rejected so many times.
Even the most brilliant minds have been discouraged in their ideas, and you'll never truly be able to establish anything if you stop every time they say stop.
Yeah, because you that can be like what you're saying. It could be an excuse. I got rejected 6-7 times, or what was they like? This other lady I was listening to, what's her name, Melinda. She's now a prominent public speaker.
Yeah.
When she said she started, she was still in high school. She applied to, I don't know, hundreds of schools to come to their schools to do speaking. And none of them, only 2 schools, I think her school and another school accepted her. But she could have given reason that I applied more than 100 times and only 2 schools accepted me. This thing is not for me. Maybe I'm a bad speaker.
Yeah.
You could have got discouraged, like, it's probably the thing that's holding. But so keep on trying.
Yeah, keep trying. Sometimes it's even a training process for you to actually develop your skills or develop whatever you're doing. Sometimes maybe it's not because the thing is bad. It's just you just need more advice or guidance or whatever. All we're trying to say today is that don't give excuses. Don't accept the excuses,
especially
to not want to pursue your destiny. Let's end this year with the high note of let's go get it. Let's just do it, and then begin next year with that same energy and that same fire to want to achieve things and do things and make it happen. I know probably most of us wrote things this year that I want to achieve this, I want to do this, I want to be that.
And it's always the joke, new year, new me. Gyms are full in February, stuff like that. Come February. I mean, gyms are full in January. Come February,
everybody's just doing their own thing. Yeah, but it's more important that you make those notes. I think I was even listening to Steve Harvey where he was talking that there's no great man who doesn't write down his visions.
Yeah.
There's no great man who doesn't write down what they want to do. So if you truly serious about greatness, about pursuing your dreams, about making it big, about becoming what you need, don't be discouraged by people saying new every year you're writing resolutions. Write them every year if you have to.
You know what they actually say scientifically, there's a higher percentage. I forgot the percentage number, I don't want to cap, but it's a very high percentage that if you write something down, if you want to accomplish it, there's a high percentage that you might accomplish it than not writing it down.
Not writing it down. Don't let your ideas just stay in your mind. Write down so that the readers may run with the vision as well.
That's scriptural principle. Scripture. Write down the vision so the runner who runs it can see it and
will
run
see it and read it and read it and run with the vision. And sometimes you might not even. You forget your visions. You forget what you will. But if it's written down, if you have it on paper in a book somewhere, and you keep reviewing those things, you stick them on the wall.
Yes.
You keep seeing them.
It keeps challenging.
Yeah, it keeps. Even if you're not reading it, but every time you see it, the thing reignites within your subconscious that I've got this dream to pursue.
Yes.
I've got this to achieve. Even discipline things, like for example, you're weak in a certain area immorally, or maybe you wanna, like you're just talking about the gym stuff. People, they say they're going to gym in January, February they stop.
Bro, gyms are empty in February. January, you see gym people make a lot of money.
You get, so write those things down, all the things you want to achieve, write them down, and then tick them off as you achieve them. Tick them off, and then create a new rule, create new list every time you achieve. And you don't just write it and then shove it under the bed.
Right.
You get, or put it in one cupboard. write it and keep pulling it out and reading it. Keep renewing the list, keep rewriting it. You know, the more these things you keep saying them and you keep writing them and you keep believing in them, the possibilities are high for you to achieve them.
Very high. I was even talking with my friend, Brother Joy, that the same thing. I was like, bro, let's just write the things down, because it's like I said, there's a higher percentage. For example, what you say, it challenges you.
It does.
Now, if you wrote whatever you wrote in 2025, right, or going into 2026, you're gonna look back and you say, I wanted to do 1, 2, 3. You're gonna feel bad. You're gonna okay, now you've got that. I wanna do this thing because I've been holding back myself on doing this thing. So now there's 2 things that is happening now. You, like we already said, you're gonna look at it and say, why didn't I accomplish this? Now you're going back and say, oh, because I told myself I would save the money. Oh, I spent a lot. That means I think maybe need to do a stop order in my account, so the money will just be going automatically, because I'm bad with discipline and saving money.
And don't reverse the stop order. So if you make it, don't reverse it.
Yeah, you see, don't reverse it. Yeah. So now you have to do like intricate details, going into the details of why, and then tweak the
find out,
do it, because you have somewhere where you can reflect and say, imagine if you didn't write, you'd be like, probably forgot it, that I did write this. And another thing is that it helps you align yourself, because you said I was going this side,
and when you see yourself going in a different direction, it brings you back to your position. Because even sometimes we can get carried away by our environments and our friends and our relationships, you know. Like for example, now if me and you, let's say for example, we're going in different directions, and then I'm a pastor and you a rapper, and then now we meet together, and then I'm like, this rapping thing looks nice, you know, and then I leave
this pastor thing looks nice,
and then we end up influencing each other to go in different directions, and then you leave what you're supposed to do, I leave what I'm supposed to do, and we both come on now, you get. So even sometimes when we do have relationships that are not same type of pursuits,
job or whatever,
careers and destiny minded, but you know, because every relationship is important, so that's one thing we need to consider as well. Definitely. You can't say that because now this guy's a rapper, there's what the rapper has that you need in your line of work. Definitely. You get. So him being there has a purpose. So now with that relationship, if that relationship influences me in a different way, what I've written will bring me back to light. What I've written will bring me back to order and be like, this is where you are going. This is what you need to do. This is what you are working towards. You know, and also very important, I want to highlight this, you know, we have a generation that is very discouraged. And I think one of our first topics was the most broken generation. I think we are in the most broken generation, and because the things that are happening right now, so you know, and people don't even believe in greatness anymore. People have stopped pursuing greatness.
Greatness comes with a cost, though.
It's like I was shocked to get to understand that kids no longer dream anymore, bro. They just thinking about work and going to get a job and 9 to 5.
It's actually, if you check around, to be honest with you, it's probably the millennials that want to go work.
Yeah.
Gen Zs want to be streamers like Speed. They want to be TikTokers. They want to be YouTubers. Literally, it's now a thing to be a YouTuber.
Yeah, YouTuber. You know, like dream, vision. Sit, write down. Hear God. What is He saying about this? What is He saying? We believe what people say more than what God says, sir. We listen. We find validation in what people think about us more than what God actually thinks about us.
Yeah.
Even if God says you're great, if people say now you look stupid, bro, you'll believe what people are saying over what God said.
Yeah.
And you will give up on what God has told you or what He has guided you on to take whatever the people are saying.
That's like really dumping cold into the pigsty for real.
It makes me also wonder then, how will we do in the last days the overcoming of the beast and what? Because now if we easily influenced by each other, then when God says don't do, then how will we do that? How will we fight that? How will we win that war when it comes?
That's I mean, like also like in practical sense, in that evaluation, I think it's very important now in this season, before you actually officially enter into 2026 is to take time to pray and ask God for the blueprint
and see it,
and whatever you hear, write it down. So just learn to evaluate what God has said and make it come to pass.
Write down all those visions, write down all those things he's telling you in that presence, in that atmosphere. And this will help you as well, like your confidence, your faith. We just said this, you get. So that's very important. And I don't know what's happening with our generation though, but I'm sure people will come around.
Definitely it's one of those distractions of the devils that's making people feel like the validation of people is more important than people
than
God. And usually God is always against the grain, against the norm, because it feels awkward, because God will say, okay, you're gonna stand against this thing because it doesn't go against, it goes against my principles, and it stops the generation from blah blah blah, and people are going there. It's obviously gonna feel weird because you're going literally against the grain,
against what everyone else is doing. And sometimes it's not even like a simple thing, like you just
sometimes you get mocked.
Sometimes you feel the pressure. Your family will turn against you. Sometimes you'll even lose people that you really love.
It's like, for example, if you're let's say you're an influencer, you've been influencing certain things that are not, and then you get born again, you're gonna lose business.
You will lose all that influence you had in the other side. Sometimes, and even God may even use that to win all those people to himself. So I think we closing this year well. Everybody's, we haven't heard any really bad news around in our circle. Unfortunately some have, but don't let anything discourage you.
Keep
don't let anything
keep
discourage you. If maybe the people that you thought were supposed to support you and sponsor you couldn't do it this year, you've still got a whole lot of things to do and a whole lot of work to get done. Just write down the things you have to do, pursue them, follow hard after them. And then also, if now you're saying you're going to get a job, for example, I've met people that say I'm going to go get a part-time job so that I can fund my education, so that I can go back to school. And then when they get the money, now they're buying all these nice shoes and clothes, and then now the education fund is empty because now they've because now they've been influenced differently by other people. You get. So you have to fight this. There are two things you need to be careful of. Number one is the pressure. The pressure that's going to push against your vision. And then there's pleasure as well. Pleasure, the influence that will bring you into mistakes and wastage and doing the things that will make your vision, your dreams to be delayed and set aside.
You're going to have to fight to be consistent.
So if you truly are interested in greatness, you are great. That's one thing I want to establish with everybody. Everybody is destined for greatness. You have greatness. It's a seed embedded in everyone. Like this is no limits. You get. This is beyond just being Christian or born again. This is beyond being whatever. Everybody has the seed of greatness. And then the seed itself of greatness is now determined whether it comes to life or not.
And also the manifestations of your greatness are different. Just because someone is manifesting great in ministry doesn't mean everybody should do that thing because it's looking somebody is doing A, B, C. Jerome can still be on the side, do his ministry, find out music, and be great in there.
Find out what you call to. I think that's more important because everyone is great, everyone is gifted, everyone has something to offer. So offer whatever God has given you to offer to the world. Poetry, music, selling, business,
speaking,
others speaking, motivation, others preaching, others
and different. They're
counseling.
And it's these things are so multi-layered. There are so many. God is not running out of ideas on what to gift people with. And like how we used to be, so the sky is too big for two birds to
birds to collide.
So if you're called to counseling, there will be a very specific like niche of people that need your counseling.
And you need to be content, sir, in your area or line of work or business or pursuits, because now when you get there, you don't get greedy. Don't want more than you can. Don't take a bite more than you can chew. You get, because at the end of the day, God will give you exactly what you need. And the amount that will work for
what you can handle.
This is what our mother was preaching about, I think, a couple of Sundays ago. And she said, sometimes God won't even answer your prayers based on your request, but He will answer the prayer based on what you can handle. So that's why people don't get the magnitude they ask for. Rather, they get the magnitude that they can handle. They get what they can carry.
Especially with finances. People, it's not that people are broke. It's just that you have a broke personality. You have a broke...
That's powerful, sir.
Because you can't handle what even if you are given it, you will still
waste it. You waste it. I've seen people waste $1 million before, and I'm like, what? If you give me 10,000, you get. But now and I'm not even judging them like, hey, you wasted $1 million or whatever. That's
you
just.
When you look at it to the core, you can't really judge them because it's what they can handle.
Yeah.
Even if they are, because I think when I heard the statement said, if I give you $1 million, you're not a millionaire until you can sustain.
You can make that million to continue.
That's what makes you a millionaire.
To continue.
Because if we give you and you can't maintain, I don't worry, you'll be back to 1,000.
Yeah, 1,000. Tomorrow, 100. You will be looking for taxes together.
So please, right, in this season, take time to evaluate your life, reiterate yourself. Because there's this example I'll just close with also and give it to you. So is that they said a plane, for example, I was actually watching a movie. I don't know which movie was it, where the plane had to stay in. It takes small inches for a plane because a plane can be in autopilot or it can be driven by the pilot. So whether it's an autopilot or a pilot is in control, there is a certain destiny. Like if it's like a small inch off the target, if it was supposed to go to South Africa, it might land in Zimbabwe. That small difference, it can just, that whole big plane can end up in a wrong
destination.
And you might not even feel it, that okay, we just moved like 3 centimeters off the target. It will affect you. So it's the same thing. I realize it's how life sometimes the destiny. You're like, okay, I can give an excuse that, that thing I said I wouldn't do. It's now that excuse can be that small inch that's shifting you off your target.
And that's the thing about falling off. Once you fall off, you'll keep falling off until you are ready to make that decision, that bold decision that will cost you maybe relationships, friends, money sometimes, to actually say, I'm not gonna fall off again.
Maybe it was that relationship that was just like, maybe you knew that this dude or this girl.
Red flag.
And then it was just a small inch, and then you go. It was that small decision that you made into getting into the relationship.
Thank you so much for listening and joining us in our pod. We really enjoy the company, and at the same time, please don't forget to
do the good stuff.
Comment, like, share. Spread the good news, help us to also reach out in places where we don't have any hands. You are our eyes and our ears. Somebody said that to us one time. So, but we love you guys so much. And shout out to Pastor Greg Kasim, right?
Yeah, Mr. Greg Kasim. So basically, he's also hosting a dope event in February called Come Alive Conference. It's going to be happening here in Durban, in I was about to say Cape Town, in Pine Town.
It's going to be in Pine Town.
It's going to be in Pine Town.
It's going to be hosted by Hope Church, or
is Hope Church is the one doing it, but it's going to be hosted in another church, I think.
Okay.
Or another venue. But as time goes on, we'll flash
all the details. We'll try get them for you guys.
I think the tickets are going for $150.
Okay.
For the conference, it's an amazing conference. I saw the guest
lineup. I was like, what?
So you if you're in Durbs, you gotta be there.
Yeah.
We definitely gonna be there. And so go and grab a ticket, and then we'll see you there. And like you said, keep doing the good stuff, commenting, sharing. If you still want the image, it's still coming back.
It's available.
It's available. Yeah. And let us know if you want something.
Yeah.
And if you have more ideas for the pod, or you want us to answer a question, like
especially,
how we used to.
Yeah, because we're reaching also a point where we're closing the year. Maybe you wanted us to talk about something, bring in a certain guest or something like that.
Topic or whatever.
Yeah,
you
feel like free about that. We would love that.
And also, what do you think about having the Third Base Life Experience 2.0? Let us know if you want another one.
Yeah, it was fun. Huh? It was really good.
So I actually want to thank everybody for supporting us.
For support.
The whole year.
We love you guys. We sincerely love you guys.
Yeah, thank you so much.
And you made it a blast. Those that sponsored us, those that were there physically. It
was just an amazing event.
I felt great in the moment. I still feel great now.
I felt two things. I felt great and I felt grateful.
That was amazing. It was. So you can also still go back and watch on Pastor Greg was one of our guests. And Pastor Brian as well.
Yes.
And all the good stuff are happening and God is with us.
Yeah, so 2026 we're going for more. So thank you for loving and supporting us. We love you all. We gotta go. Peace and blessings.
See you, fellas.
Trust in your plans. Trust in your process. Trust in your plans. Trust